Alright, imagine this. You're sitting in front of a blank page, ready to create the next big thing. The idea that changes the game, the startup that disrupts an industry, or the masterpiece that inspires a generation. But
Nothing. No ideas. Useless, empty brain.
we have all been there, right? The fear of making something big and ending up making it bad. This stops us from making anything. But what if I told you that the secret to creating something truly impactful is creating a lot of things which may be bad, good, ugly, or even unsuccessful, whatever first? In this video, we have decoded a simple and effective theory around it, and I'm gonna break it down to you. So, thinkers, let's dive in. The concept is very simple: quantity first and then quality. Why pumping out tons of work first leads to better results later, and how this concept applies to literally anyone who wants to create something big: entrepreneurs, artists, creators, writers, and even revolutionaries. We are going to break it down using this simple but genius model we created in Decode Labs called the Creators Pyramid. Let's start by taking here a four-sided 3D model of a pyramid, and we'll be dividing it in three layers vertically, starting from the bottom of it. The bottom layer. This is the actual foundation, the raw material of creativity. A big old pile of everything. Ideas, drafts, prototypes, half-baked concepts, even total disasters, all are part of this. The more volume you create here, the stronger your base becomes. Think of it as the training ground. This is where you develop skills, understand patterns, connect the dots, and start getting comfortable with the process of creating rather than obsessing over the outcome. Now let's build up. Coming to the middle layer, things starts to develop, and also it is the maybe there is something here zone. This is where we refine, tweak, and sift out the bad stuff. Pattern starts to emerge, skills improve, and strong ideas rise to the surface. You begin to understand what works and what doesn't, and what are your unique strengths. It's also where your persistence pays off, where those who have put in the work start standing out from those who have gave up early, and also those who are still stuck on searching, creating, or perfecting the big idea. This is where you stand and start seeing the diamonds in the rough, ideas worth investing more time into. By the time you go to the top layer, boom, you may call it a masterpiece. The golden idea, the best or top-notch quality work. The chef's kiss of all your previous attempts combined. Mwah! This is where you start setting quality standards based on everything you have learned along the way. Not only do you now create high-quality work, but you also start doing it naturally, with confidence and efficiency. By the time you reach this level, your creativity instincts are razor sharp, and when you get to the top of the game, you set new peaks. Now, here is the mistake most people make: they aim for the top immediately, trying to create the perfect, amazing, or best thing right away. Then they end up putting a lot of time into that, and yet they never even reach there. Comment below if you have dealt with this perfection paralysis in your work. There are millions of examples out there in the world that proves this concept. Like the Beatles played for hours every night in Hamburg before becoming the legendary band we know today. The quantity of their gigs refined their skills and work, leading to many popular gigs which eventually led to their global success. Pablo Picasso created over thousands of pieces of art in his lifetime, while only a few became iconic. The vast number of pieces he produced allowed him to experiment and discover his unique style. Even Thomas Edison famously failed with over 1,000 prototypes before inventing a successful bulb. Alright, thinkers, let's break down one of the most powerful success concepts of all time through a graph. One that has shaped million-dollar startups, world-class artists, and legendary inventors. In the graph, we got two main lines. At start, both lines start from the origin, the beginning of your creator journey. the quantity line starts high. This is all the raw attempts, rough drafts, and messy first tries. The more you create, the stronger your foundation. Quantity starts low at first. Things won't be great. It's not about repetition, but iteration with refinement that improves quality slowly over time. Early experimentation. Start creating. This is where you make a lot of stuff without overthinking quality aspects. Watch our video on how to tackle overthinking if you haven't already. Everything feels messy, but that's the part of the process. Just keep doing it with proper direction and not just random flukes. Refinement. Spot the patterns. Now you begin to recognize what works and what doesn't. Skill building kicks in. The weak ideas fall away and the good ones get sharper. Breakthrough through mastery and impact. This is where quality takes over because you have put in the feedback with error correction code in your process. Your work stands out and success feels effortless, but only because of the robust groundwork you laid before. Once you have reached your envisioned quality standard, the quality line on your graph shouldn't plateau. It should keep climbing. Quality isn't a final destination, it's a moving summit. As you grow, so do your standards, your ambition, and your impact. Meanwhile, the quantity line may start to shift depending on your goals and creative strategy. So, 5 big reasons why does this whole quantity first thing actually works. First, creativity is messy at start. The early stages of any creative endeavor is pure chaos. Half-baked ideas, awkward executions, and imperfection everywhere. But that's normal. Creativity refines itself through iteration. If you wait until something is perfect, you'll never start. So dare to embrace imperfection at start. Second, failure becomes your teacher. Thomas Edison failed 1,000 times so he got to know 1,000 ways how not to make a bulb. Before he invented the one, imagine if he had quit at attempt number 10. The lesson: failures aren't roadblocks, they are stepping stones. 3. You let go of perfection paralysis. If you're waiting for perfection, the perfect idea or the perfect design, I've got bad news. You'll be waiting forever. Steve Jobs, Elon Musk, and even Leonardo da Vinci iterated over time. They didn't just woke up and drop a masterpiece. Most overnight successes actually the result of years of iteration and failed attempts. Fourth, the more you create, the better you get. It's simple and proved. It improves skills, executions, and also thinking. So just keep doing it with the goal to do it better. And focus, that is the most important of all the skills. But remember, iteration is what will improve your process. Blind repetition is a fool's errand. Fifth, it increases your odds of a breakthrough. If you paint 50 paintings, the odds are one will be truly remarkable. So thinkers, what you guys thought of this concept and the model, the creator's pyramid? Let us know in the comments. At the start, forget perfection, but keep the goal in mind to achieve it as you progress. Just start stacking that pyramid. The creator's pyramid to build an ecosystem of values. Opportunities stack up, momentum builds, and suddenly, boom, you're not just producing work, you're shaping a moment. And who knows, maybe your 100th attempt is the one. Thanks for watching. Oh, and by the way, we have got an announcement for you. Join our brand new Discord server by clicking the link in the description. Your very own base, a conscious lab for decoding the world, upgrading ideas and building blueprints for a future that actually makes sense. Also, before you go, just smash that like button, subscribe and ring the bell so you always get the value out of your time from Decode Base. In the beginning, let there be a lot of stuff.